We need better road access. It's hurting our businesses. We're starting to see things move away and job losses, and so that's just been part of this process over the last 15 years of trying to get this road done, is trying to get it done before there's too much negative impact to the community.
Dating back to 2003, the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet has studied ways to improve the U.S. Highway 641 corridor in Lyon, Caldwell, and Crittenden counties. The 641 Connect project will improve mobility, economic development, and safety in the region. Residents and business leaders have long seen the need for a wider, safer road that can be part of Kentucky's designated National Truck Network.
Lyon County and Caldwell County, their only truck network routes are I-69 and I-24. So rebuilding this road to where it's suitable for trucks will greatly help the freight linkage truck network capacity for those communities. A business in Crittenden County recently lost a $1 million contract because of not having a route on the National Truck Network to Marion. By not having that truck access, they were not able to legally take on some of the aspects of that contract and had to turn that contract down. That's just one example of how not having a good truck route, not having a good road can severely impact the economic fortunes of a small community.
Safety is a key aspect of the project. The existing two-lane highway of 641 between Eddyville and Fredonia has a crash rate that is higher than the state average.
Being too narrow, poor vertical curves, poor horizontal curves, and rebuilding the road to make it wider with better geometry will reduce the number of accidents that we see on the route.
641 Connect addresses those deficiencies by designing the corridor as a 4-lane highway with a 40-foot median. The new 9-mile section from Eddyville to Fredonia will join another section of 641 from Fredonia to Marion that was realigned in late 2018. Over the years, KYTC worked with residents and stakeholders to consider many options for a new alignment of 641 between Eddyville and Fredonia. Numerous public meetings and feedback helped determine which route would be the best option. The goals: minimize impacts to farms and businesses and maximize the use of land already owned by the state.
Getting that input from the public on the nuances of what their property's like, where they think the road could go, is invaluable for us, and we try to incorporate that as much as we can into our designs. You know, not every idea is feasible, but we vet everything, and the ideas that are feasible, we try and incorporate that into what we're doing.
In 2019, KYTC unveiled a preliminary preferred alternate route for 641 Connect. It starts near U.S. Highway 62 and the interstates in Eddyville and routes over part of the Western Kentucky Correctional Complex and the Industrial Park. The route would also better serve the Fredonia Quarry, preserving jobs and creating better access for trucks. Based on comments from the public, minor changes were made to the preferred route to avoid a utility substation and move 641 along an abandoned railroad bed. The project team has also conducted an environmental assessment that will be turned over to the Federal Highway Administration.
We know that it's a big impact. We thank you for your patience in dealing with us and dealing with this long process. We hope that we've done the best we can to incorporate all your comments into this process.
So what's next for 641 Connect? After documenting public comments about the preferred alternate route for Eddyville to Fredonia and the environmental assessment, the project team will develop a detailed final design for the route. Depending on available funding, construction could begin in 2025.
Improving the road access for freight will be a tremendous economic improvement for the area. It will keep the jobs we have and hopefully create more new, better jobs for the area. And then the safety aspect, reducing the number of accidents that lead to fatality, serious injuries, that has a real identifiable, quantifiable improvement on people's lives.